People are more comfortable going into the richer color palettes. For so long, everything was so minimalist and not as rich and cozy feeling. So it's kind of nice that people are willing to be a little bit bolder with color and patterns and such. I think it goes back to everybody still wanting a very cozy lived-in feel, which I think kind of happened during the COVID period and is staying here as now. The color of the year that we have been using in some of our projects is the Benjamin Moore Blue Nova 825. We're either using that in fabrics or wall covering. That's kind of a jewel tone blue. We're noticing too that people are comfortable doing these sort of adventurous colors in millwork and stuff. Gone are the days of white cabinets. People are really comfortable going into a blue kitchen or a blue custom furniture piece. That's going back into another area that's so popular right now is bespoke furniture pieces. Nobody wants to go into a space and look like it's curated from the same brand. They really want to see a mix of pieces that has its sort of own personal look. Things are getting a bit more transitional in style, not as sleek and modern. People really love having those curated custom pieces that has a story behind it that was made specifically for the end user, that's something special and helps make the space feel really unique to the end user and gives it that special elevated look, which we're really trying to go for. All the projects we're working on right now, doing a lot of interesting wall treatments, getting fearless with pattern and stuff, which is another big trend, and a real play on textures to help give it that lived-in feeling. Maybe we have a boucle mixed in with some tan or leather and different wools and stuff, because the play on texture really helps to give it that cozy feel. You know, a rough wood beam mixed in there, some mixed metals. People aren't afraid to mix the metals anymore. You can do a nice play on black and gold. You don't have to have everything in one metal. The big thing too that we have really been focusing on, which again is another trend in senior living, is the restaurant component. We're really trying to give it that hotel feel, different intimate spaces, different kinds of seating. Do you want to sit in a cozy lounge chair or a soft banquette? We're really trying to do some interesting things with the dining spaces. And the big trend for senior living right now is the dining spaces have a real branded feel. We're really trying to have curated common spaces. Sometimes when you walk into these senior living spaces, you just see a bunch of little lounges and living rooms, but it's like, what is this room for? What do these people do here? So we're giving these rooms purposes. When we get more strong concepts and themes for each of these rooms, it encourages people to do the activities in them, and it gives these rooms purposes. So I think that's become a real strong thing for these spaces, is to really give these activity rooms a strong purpose. And we're really trying to give the clients renderings. We want to put those renderings on mood boards, which would go in the lobby spaces just before the renovation starts. And those mood boards would have the finishes and the renderings to get the community excited about what's coming, and also to help show potential residents what is down the line and what they can be excited about in the future. We're trying to really make sure that when we're renovating our spaces, we're looking at everything in a holistic way, that there's a real sense of flow and continuity, and working closely with the current residents and property managers to make sure that this space is going to work for their current needs. Some of the projects that I can mention that we're injecting all these things into and that are really exciting projects is the Preserve at Garland in Texas. They have a lot of curated common spaces. They've got Texas theme room and a really cool music room where we've got like guitars on the walls and pictures of records and stuff like that. Like, we're trying to really do some fun things there. And then they have some beautiful elevated dining spaces, you know, with some interesting seating arrangements, screens, banquettes, and such. And then we're doing a bunch of renovations on these Cascade projects in Oregon. And they're all renovations, but to me, they're extremely exciting because they're projects that are quite dated and a lot of spaces that are confusing and need so much TLC. So I really love working on the renovation jobs because I find it so exciting to see the before and after. It's just so nice to give a fresh look to those communities.